Hi, this is Parimala Sharma. Our project is power monitoring using LabVIEW. I am doing this project with my batchmates, that is Rajendra Prasad Reddy, Priyanka and Ramya Sri, under the guidance of Mr. Satish Kumar sir. Well, our project is to monitor power. The software here we used is LabVIEW. In LabVIEW software there are two blocks. One is the front panel and one is block diagram. The coding part is done in block diagram panel and the related output we can see that in front panel. In our project we considered three loads, that is 100 watts bulb as resistive load and 40 watts choke as the inductor load and 2.5 microfarad condenser as capacitive load. Here is the circuit diagram of our project. We are considering a single phase supply. The phase of the supply is going to the relay and the relay other terminal is given to CT and PT, which is current transformer and potential transformer, and the output of CT and PT are going to DAC card. That is, we can see what is DAC. DAC is a communication interface between software, that is LabVIEW, and hardware component of our project. For the analog side, we are giving the connections from CT and PT to measure the values of voltage and current. And the other terminals of CT are going to the load, which is the inductive load in series with two bulbs which are in parallel with the capacitor, and the output of the load is given to neutral of the supply. Similarly, the diagram we connected in our circuit, and the related output we can observe the waveforms. Firstly, we are considering R load. Here we can observe the waveforms of R1, waveforms of voltage and current combination, and here is the current waveform and voltage waveforms individually. We can also find the RMS current and RMS voltage values and maximum current and maximum voltage values, and the power drawn by the load, that is apparent, reactive and active power. We can see the supply frequency, which is plus or minus 6% of input frequency, that is 50.25, and power factor for our load is 0.97. We want instantaneous and continuous values. We have taken a while loop. Whenever we want to stop the execution, we can press stop button, and as soon as the load exceeds a predetermined value, that is 150 watts, there is a overload indication. You can see the button over there. And this block indicates the value of THD waveform. You can clearly see that for every 100 cycles the THD value is decreasing, and this is the indicator of THD. Now we will show how the overload will work. We are considering another resistive load which is in parallel with the existing load. Now the load connected is more than 150 watts, so the relay will operate and disconnect the load from supply. Here we have taken 5 seconds time delay. After 5 seconds load is connected to supply. So in the meantime we have to disconnect the overload from the supply for the reliable operation. Let us look at the relay circuit diagram. In this, the DAC on the other end, that is the digital side, port 0 from the DAC is given to the base of the transistor, which is a common emitter transistor, and the ground is given to the common emitter. Whenever there is a overload, then the signal from the LabVIEW software is given to the DAC, that is to generate 5 volts. Here we can see how we give the signal. Whenever the power exceeds 150 watts, then there is a boolean we have given here. From that it will be given to the DAC card, which is on the digital side. It will generate a 5 volt signal, that is from the digital side it is given to the relay, and the transistor will activate whenever there is an overload, and it will draw the power from the current from the relay, and the relay is set into operation. And as soon as the relay is operated, it will disconnect the load from the supply. So whenever there is an overload, we have to remove the load from the supply in the meantime, and the supply will be connected to the load. Now we are giving another load, that is inductive load. As soon as we given the inductive load, the intensity of the bulb is decreased. We can see that, and the related values, output of this is shown here. We can clearly observe that there is a reactive power, that is minus 36 watts, and active power is 82 watts, and the apparent is 90. And even the power factor is reduced to 0.91 due to the presence of inductance. Now we are adding another load, that is condenser, which is a capacitive load. As soon as we add the capacitive load, the brightness, that is the intensity of the bulb, increased. You can see once again. So due to the presence of capacitance, the value of reactive power is decreased to minus 22.34, and even the power factor is increased to 0.97. So there is approximately 0.05 improvement in the power factor. When the relay is operated, you can see the current and voltage waveforms. The current becomes 0 and the voltage, there is no voltage from the supply, so it will give a distortion in the voltage. And even there is a indication that there is an overload. You can see that. And even there is the value of THD will changes. Well, coming to the power factor, it is minus 0.2 when there is a overload, and even the power values become 0 because it is disconnecting the load from the supply.